Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Hope y'all having a wonderful day. Apologize for the delay. I said 2 minutes, and that was 2 minutes. We were supposed to start 2 minutes ago, so I apologize for that for all of my fall personality types. I see you, Lisa. Always, always. All right. So tonight, want to make sure that we give, especially the newer people, a better understanding of what's going on with this thing called binary options. Hopefully, I can help you increase your confidence level, show you some things that I look for before I take a trade, mindset, things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Share my screen. If you have questions, either drop them in the chat, hop on. We're going to have a very relaxed session. And if we have time, we will see if we can find some setups. This is an account I'm growing from $5. It was $5 yesterday. For those of you who are new, this is a broker setup. This particular one is race option. Yes. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I had to respond to a message. This is a race option. Vibe Forex, IQ option. Pretty much the same layout because they are the same company. The only difference is the color. Pocket option is a little different. In fact, let me bring up pocket option because I use this as a demo. So you can see the difference if you've never traded. So pocket options is a little different. It starts with the candlesticks, but you can change that. I believe it's here. I don't use this much. I forgot where you can change it, but you can change it to the line chart if you want to. On pocket options, I actually leave it on the chart because I'm able to mark up. But either way, on the left hand side, you will have what we call the assets. Assets are the things that you can trade. You can trade currencies, you can trade commodities, which are oil, natural gas, things like that. You can trade crypto and you can trade stocks. I only trade currencies during the week. I used to trade binary on the weekend, but in increasing my level of discipline, I refrain from trading on the weekend altogether. The payout percentage is to the right of the assets here. On pocket option, the assets, there you go. You have to click the top and you'll pull them up. I want you all to pay attention to something. Look at the payout on pocket options. 10%. There is no way in the world that I would trade for a 10% payout. That means if I risk $1, the most I can win is 10 cents. Not even worth the time. But that's just me. On the demo, really doesn't matter because it's fake money. But live, no way. No in the world. Anyway, back to this. So the payout is fixed. What that means is whatever you risk, let's say we were risking $200. This is Euro USD. The payout on Euro USD on race option is 75%. So when I enter that trade for $200, if I win, I get my $200 back plus 75% of $200, which is $150. So that's how that works. We only trade turbo. Now, intraday is just what it means. So you can trade anywhere from an hour to a day. On long term, you can trade anywhere from today. Ooh, look at that. So we only trade turbo. If you're going to trade intraday, you may as well trade traditional Forex. There are some benefits to trading intraday because you know your risk and you know your return. That's the benefits. And whatever strategy you use to trade turbo, you can also trade intraday. In fact, I'm going to show you a strategy that I use for longer term trades, not intraday, 15-minute trades. I'll show you that today. Call is basically a buy. Put is a sell. Because this is binary option. Binary means two. You only have two options. When you enter a trade, you get what's called a strike price. If you enter a call, you want your price to be above your strike price when time expires. If you enter a put, you want price to be below your strike price when time expires. The minute you press this button, everything is registered down here. If you can see the asset, the strike price, expiry price, all of that. Rollover means if you are confident in the direction of your trade, but you see yourself running out of time, as long as time has not surpassed a specific amount, you can click. There'll be a clock that appears. You can click rollover. Oh man, I should have hit that spike. That will give you 30% more time. No, excuse me. That will double your time, but it will give you a 30% penalty. Let me aside. You saw how it spiked down and then shot up? If I weren't teaching, I would have entered on that spike down. Look what happened. I would have done that for 1 minute too. The rollover. If you hit rollover, it doubles your time. And it incurs a 30% penalty. So if you're trading for $1, you hit rollover, your risk is now $1.30. If you win that trade, then they give you 30% more. So that's the benefit to the rollover. Let me see if I have hit everything. Oh, fixed time. 99% of the time I would trade with my fixed time off. What that means is, let's say we enter a 3-minute trade. As long as fixed time is off, you get a little more or a little less. So for instance, if I enter a trade for 3 minutes and then I see another position that I'd like to take, as long as the purchase has not reached the deadline, I can enter on that same 3-minute time frame and I don't get the total amount of time. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense in the chat. Excuse me. No. Yes. Okay. For the no. So I may just enter a trade. Let me drop this down to $1. Let me check something real quick. I don't mind losing. GBP CAD. Euro USD. Let's see. Check something real quick. It's consolidating. I don't mind losing $1, but if I'm gonna risk $1, I want to win. So let me check something real quick. USD SEC is crazy. I don't care how good your setup is, it will go against it. Oh, I'm on a 15-minute. That's why. Jeez. All right, NZD USD. I like that setup. I'm about to take a 3-minute put on NZD USD right now. All right. So, Lisa, I just entered a 3-minute trade. See this purchase deadline? As long as price has not reached that, I can enter another trade and it would expire at the same time as this trade. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. That's what we mean by fixed time off. If fixed time were on, whenever I enter the trade, I get 3 minutes or whatever your time period is. So that's the difference between the two. Look at that thing shoot up. You should get a C right here. So if your broker is open and you get that C, I would enter that trade. I'm already in it because I saw it. So let's come back in 2 minutes and see if we get that C. And I should have taken this for 1 minute as a demo. Let me make sure I covered everything on the broker, then we'll get to strategy. Double up. Let me see something. Double up means if I like the trade idea. So for instance, I'm in a call now. Let's say price shoots down, but I'm very confident in my trade. I will hit the double up. What that means is it enters a new position, but does not affect the time. So wherever I enter that double up, I still get the same amount of time left on that trade without any penalty. But it gives me the exact order. So whatever this amount is, if I hit double up, it enters a new trade with the same amount, and the trade expires at the same time as the original trade. Does that make sense? Pam cleared. Does that make sense what I said about the double up? Cool, cool. Let's just go back and see. Still hadn't got the C yet, but that's definitely a perfect setup. Why has that C not come? There it is. C just came up. We're about to clear this in about 10 seconds. And there you go. So that's how that works. Clear, Tico, cool. I didn't even, there's a demo, but that was a perfect setup. So let's look at the charts now. So if you have a broker account, whether it's real or demo, go ahead and open it up. We're gonna go over some strategies and potentially take some trades. Only trading $1 because I hit well beyond my percentage this morning. Give everybody time to open their broker. We're gonna go over some strategies. We're gonna go over some strategies that you can use on naked charts. So for those of you who don't have the DAYJOB Killer, I'm going to give you some sauce that will allow you to trade naked charts. Everybody, whoever took that should have cleared. All right. So when I'm trading, I like to find overall direction on the higher time frames. So because I trade 1 to 3 minutes, my higher time frame for this case is 1 hour. Excuse me. As you can see now, we're in a period of consolidation. Even though there's a short-term uptrend right here, overall, it's in a period of consolidation. But for clear, perfect, everybody clear, awesome. Want to know tonight. So I'll identify the trend on the 1 hour. Does everybody see why I said this is a short-term uptrend? Let me know if the chat if that makes sense so far. Okay, one person, yes. Need some feedback. Okay, now they're coming in. Cool. Being that this is an uptrend, I am looking primarily for calls. Now, if I get the perfect setup, I'll still take a put, but primarily I'm looking for calls. Once I identify the direction of the market, then I start to drop down. And I identify potential areas of support and resistance. So here's an area of support. Here's a potential area of resistance. Support basically means the floor of the market, the bottom of the market. Resistance simply means the ceiling of the market. So between those two levels, that's where we're looking to take our trades. We will definitely take trades that break out of that area, but we're looking to take trades within this zone. If you've ever been on any of my Forex sessions, I tell you to stay away from the zone. Don't trade in the zone. I call it no man's land. So we ordinarily would trade what we call breakouts, meaning price breaks out either this direction or price breaks out this direction. However, in HFX and binary options, we want to trade within. So this is a 15-minute support and resistance. We can also come up and put one. Oh, snap. We just got kicked out. I apologize for that. Somebody logged in and kicked me out, so I just hopped on my Zoom. My apologies, my apologies. Let's give everybody time to come back. My apologies for that. I was on one of the other chairman's line that we use, and somebody logged in. All right, everybody's coming back. Cool. What's up, Linetti? me come back. Again, my apologies. It happens. We keep trucking. We keep trucking. We don't let it phase us. All right, they're coming back. All right, looks like most people are back. Okay, so I mark up support and resistance on the 15, and then I drop down to the 3 and 5. And what I do is adjust my levels of support and resistance. Let me know if this is making sense so far. $18-1 in the last 2 days. That's what's up. Oh, Shamri, I thought you were yelling at me in all of those caps. I adjust because now we're on a smaller time frame, and you said no in all caps. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I adjusted the support and resistance because now we're on a smaller time frame, and I want to see how price reacts between the levels on this time frame. Does that make sense? I know where to adjust because I understand support and resistance. It would take me too much time to really give a true explanation on this particular training about support and resistance. But basically, the levels indicate where price has reacted. So if you look, this level I marked, look how many times price came to this area and reacted. It didn't break out in the last however many minutes. So I marked that as a level. If you look now, you can see price approaching it again. So what we would be looking for is to see if price breaks out of this level or reacts again. The thing you need to be aware of on such small time frames is that price respects the support and resistance of higher time frames first. I want to make sure that makes sense to everybody. Higher time frame support and resistance is respected over lower time frames, but we're getting some reaction even at this level. So I drop down to the 3 minute. See how we got that reaction at this level? So price broke up, it came back, retested this level. Now we're getting reaction. If I were trading naked charts and I saw a blue candle forming here, when this candle expires, that's a potential trade that I would take. But now we just got some momentum boost down. So what I will do is drop my support down to these twins, as I like to call them, these matching candlesticks. This will be my level of support. But as I said, at the expiration of these 20 seconds, if I get a blue candle pushing up, let's say I didn't have these indicators. If I get a blue candle pushing up with some momentum, that's a trade that potentially I would take because it respected the level of support that we had. Okay, Sean Ray, what do you mean for the 3-minute time frame? I want to make sure I get people's questions answered tonight before we start taking live trades. Okay, you said for the 3-minute time frame, the level of support lines and resistance. So I still don't know what you mean. See, kind of tie it together for me so I can get a better understanding of what you're asking. Okay, how about you just hop on? You can talk. Hop on, ask. Okay. Okay, can't talk. That's cool. So while that plays out, see, we got that push down. It's still respecting this level though. And it just broke through. So I would wait again. And I would keep going. So let's cycle through. Oh, if you all know me, this is a trade that I would have taken. Who can tell me why I would have taken this trade right here?
Morning.
What is it?
Morningstar.
Morningstar. Absolutely. I love these. Morning stars and evening stars. I love them. We went over this last time. Morning stars, anytime you have a 3-candle pattern like this, where the 2 outside candles are higher than the middle candle, especially with a long wick like this, I would have taken that call on this next candle. Look what happened. At least it's some kind of star. Lynetta, you went 18-2 today? Jeez, love it. Now, let's discuss this. Was it 18-2 with small trades or 18-2 with big trades?
You ain't gotta be on the flow like Ant's gonna get on y'all.
Ivory, can you mute yourself? Thank you. 9 with $1, 9 with $10. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm always in favor of you winning. But I want to make sure that you are treating this as an investment and not gambling. Before you go into a session, number one, make sure you have a clear mind. That's why on every session we do, you hear that music that I play. It relaxes me, it calms my mind, and it helps me to focus. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not overly excited. I'm happy. I'm grateful, but I'm not overly excited. You don't want to trade when your emotions are out of balance. Also, I'm not emotionally attached to the results. When I enter a trade, I'm not over here sweating. One, because I've exercised proper risk management. Two, because I don't control the outcome. The markets are going to do what the markets are going to do. So I'm okay either way. Now, on these 18-2 days and these 20-1 days, cool. If you trade 20 times and you're still within your goal, awesome. If you trade 20 times but you hit your goal 5-10 trades ago, you got to stop that. Reason why I won't encourage that is because now we're gambling and we're being greedy. Yep, you may win today. Yep, you may win tomorrow. But at some point, You've developed the habit that it's okay to overtrade. By giving yourself permission to overtrade, you open the door for permission to over leverage. And then you've taken 15 trades, you've won all 15. On that 16th trade, you're on a roll, you over leverage. Blown account. And the universe knows exactly when to send you that lesson. So I just want to make sure I reiterate that. Discipline over profits. Discipline over profits. Discipline over profits. If your goal is 20% and it takes you 18 trades to get 20%, by all means, do it. If your goal is 5% and you got 5% on trade number 6, there should be no reason that you're taking 12 additional trades. Does that make sense to everybody? This is the long game. This is the long game. Look at this evening star. So I'd have entered on the morning star. My second entry on this same pair would have been the evening star right here. Janet learned the hard way. Yes, we all did. I see you, Jay. You already know about this. We talk about this all the time. Kyla had a question a few posts ago. Okay, Kyla, what is it? You would take the trade only if the blue candle pushes up from the new support level or from the level that's at now. Are you referring to the morning star? Okay. I take it on the next blue candle. See, on that evening star, I would have taken a lesson on that. But I'm good with that. Because you have to get to a point to where you trust your analysis, regardless of the result. I would have taken that evening star trade and taken that lesson. I'm good with that. But I know 8 out of 10 of those I'm winning. So I have to develop the decision-making muscle to take the setup whenever I see it. Does that make sense? A lot of you will see the setup, but you won't take it because you don't know if you're going to win or lose. You never know if you're going to win or lose. The decision is more important than the thought process at that point, because everything that you've learned to do has lined up according to what you've learned. When that happens, take the trade. If you're not over leveraging, you should be fine. Make sense? Cool. Something I always say, when the conditions are met, take the trade. I don't say when the conditions are met, think about it. Analyze it some more. No. When the conditions are met, take the trade. Period. If you're disciplined, if you're within proper risk management, you should be okay either way. If you have a $100 account and you're risking $70, yeah, you probably be sweating. I'm risking 1-2%, so I'm okay with the outcome regardless of which way it goes. Everybody cool? Any other questions before we look at some potential trades? Oh, let me show you this longer time trade strategy that I use.
2 questions for you. This is Sean Red.
Yes.
Okay. Are you recording this? Like, will we be able to look back over this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm just gonna ask this, and then I'll just go back and look over the video. So you know the 3-minute time frame versus the 15-minute time frame. Remember when you was doing the support and the resistance?
Yes, ma'am.
And then on the 15, on the 15-minute time frame, you move the line up.
Yes.
So what I want to know on the 15 time minute, you move it, but then you understand what I'm saying? You changed it. There were two different support and resistance on the 15 and the
On
3.
Correct. So
I guess I guess what I'm trying to learn is where exactly the support and the resistance is on the 15. I understand it on the 3, but I guess I'm trying to find. So is it where the most, whatever you call it, is that what that is?
most touches.
In words.
The most touches. Yes.
For the 15?
Yes.
Okay.
The reason I adjusted it is because I'm not trading on the 15 most times. So I have to go down to a time frame where I'm trading. So even though I will mark it on the 15, if I'm trading on the 3, I want to get a more precise. It's not necessarily more accurate. It's more precise. You can, if you don't understand the difference, you can look that up later.
Okay.
I'm looking for a more precise entry on the 3 minute.
Gotcha.
So longer time frames are more accurate. Shorter time frames are more precise.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I can give you a quick explanation of the difference. Let me know if this makes sense to you, all of you. Let me do something. All right. Let's say I am at a gun range. This may make sense. Let me change this color to orange. Stay with me. Stay with me. All right. And let me do one more. And let's change this one to green. All right. So at a range or darts or anything, the objective is to hit center mass or the bullseye. That's what we want to hit. That's accuracy. Accuracy is hitting where you want to hit. Precision, you can be precise but inaccurate. Let me explain the difference. Precision means, let me find an X, that every time you shoot in the same area. It's not accurate, but it's precise. This is precision. Same area every time. Same area. You're very precise. You're just not very accurate. Does that make sense? Cool. So what we are looking for, right, snipers. We are looking for both accuracy and precision. But sometimes we may not be accurate with the analysis, but at that particular time frame, we're very precise. And if we time it right, we win the trade. Cool, everybody? Awesome. Love it. All right. With that being said, let me show you something on larger time frames, and then we'll take some trades for a little while. See if we can have some fun. All right. Watch this. Look at this area right here. I want you to pay attention to this area. Where's my dollar sign? Where's my, there? Right here. Let me see if that's a good area. Perfect. All right. So on the 3 minute, and it just so happens that this area, I would have taken that anyway because we have an alignment with the strategy. So let's say you get in, or we make a 3 minute decision to take this trade right here. And then some of you, for whatever reason, either you missed the signal or your broker lagged, whatever the case may be, and you're wondering if you should still take that trade. This is what you can do to kind of get around very precise entries. All you do is go up to a 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, if you see this pattern, you got to push up here. You can still enter this trade right here. Well, how do I know? It's simple. These are things that you look for. You have not reached the pinnacle of the next true area of resistance based on these twins right here. Whoever that is, please mute your line. If you don't know if it's you or not, mute your line. Right here, these twins. This is a teacup pattern. Right here, I have not reached this next level. The market always moves from level to level, from zone to zone. These twins make a zone. If I miss the trade on the 3 minute time frame right here, I go up to the 15. I look for my next zone. If I have not reached that zone yet, I'm taking that trade for another 2 to 3 minutes. Because I know from this point to this point, this candle shows that we had 15 minutes to get there. So I would have taken that trade right here for 2 to 3 minutes. Because in my mind, I'm saying I have at least 2 to 3 minutes to make it to this top. Does that make sense?
Yes.
These are little things that I use to enhance the probability that I win trades. That's why when I'm on sessions like this with you guys, I call my trades with confidence because I've studied price action. I know the market likes to move in zones. So if I'm within a zone, even if I missed a precise entry and I'm confident in the next zone, I will take that trade a little late. Everybody cool with that? Make sense? All right. With that being said, let's see if we can find some setups. So if you have your brokers and they're open, what we're going to do now is look for potential setups. Look at that. Another teacup. Morningstar. Right here. Look what happens. This is why I trade Morningstars. I trust the setup. And on a Morningstar, I don't necessarily take the full 3 minutes. I may take 1 or 2 minutes on a Morningstar pattern. But for tonight, we are looking for ideal setups. Not going to force anything. If we see a setup where we get the confirmations, we're going to take that trade. So let me make sure my broker is set up. 3 minutes. All right. Again, y'all know I drink my own Kool-Aid. I'm only trading $1 because I hit my percentage early this morning. But I'm not going to give you a trade and me not take it. That's not how I roll. So let's see what we can find. If we win together. If we take lessons, we take lessons together. AUD Chef is setting up for a call if we can get a push down on these two. So I'll come back to that. AUDJPY is setting up for a call. So, see, I was about to say all of the AUDs are setting up for calls. This is not the ideal setup, but I would have taken it because it's a morning star. So any of the AUDs you can look at for potential calls. Let's see how we're looking on the 15. Yep, we're getting reaction around this level, which was a level of support. Let's see, hour. Yep, that's one I would take potentially. Here's the push down I mentioned. If you get pushed down below this area and then it turns up, you should get a C. So basically the star candlestick patterns override. No, they don't override the indicators. I use them in conjunction. But if I see a pattern that I like, regardless of if the indicator gives me the signal or not, I take it. I trust the morning star and the evening star patterns. Does that make sense? You're welcome. All right, let's keep going. Oh, look at that. Euro Chef, potential call. Let's keep scrolling. Euro GBP, potential put. See it's setting up top. Let's see how it's looking on the 15. Yep, we're in the downtrend. So potential put makes sense. Let's look at the currency strength meter. Okay, everything is roughly the same, so there is no dominant pair really. So calls or puts make sense. That's the Euro GBP. All right, Euro USD is setting up for potential call. GBP Chef, that's one I would have taken. That's a morning star. But if you keep getting momentum pushing up, you should see a C on the next candle. Let me go to GBP Chef. It's only paying out 60%, but I'm only trading $1, so I don't care. If we get a C on GBP Chef, I am taking a 3-minute call in 15 seconds. Here it is. 3-minute call, GBP Chef. All right. Let's see what else we have. We look for a potential call on GBP JPY. If we get a little push up soon, you should get a C there too. Look for a potential call on GBP USD. I actually like that one better, so I'm setting up on GBP USD. In 2 minutes, we should, if we get a push up, we should get a C on GBP USD. Look, clear my 1 minute, folk. I know you all clear. We should get a C on GBP USD real soon if we get that push up. Oh, we're in good profit on GBP Chef. All my 1-2 minute people, you all should be clearing. That'll make it 2-0 for the session. Good job. Let's see what else we can find. NZD. Let me clear that. I don't want to mess with that again. Yeah, you should get a C soon on GBP USD as well. GBP Chef fell out of profit, but if you took 1 or 2 minutes, you cleared. Yeah, it really fell out of profit, which is cool. It's all good. But 1 and 2 minutes, you cleared already. Spiked out, Tico spike, G Money. So I guess it's based on the entries. GBP USD. Millionaire Smith took a lesson. Let me see how we're looking on the 15. Let me see how we're looking on the hour. So if I can't tell on the 15, I'll go to the hour. Janet spiked. A lot of people spiked on that. So when you get spikes, you know what that tells me? To stay away from that pair. You got the C on GBP USD, but I'm not taking it because of the spikes. And look how it's pushing down. So let's look at another one. So that would be 1 and 1. Wow, that's the first lesson we've had in a long time. AUD CAD. Yep, I would take that one. You got the C 30 seconds ago. Looking at the 15. That's one that I would take. So let me go to AUD CAD. Let me see how I was looking on the 1 hour. Yeah, that's definitely one I would take. So this is a strategy I use too. I missed the ideal entry on the 3 minute. If I like the setup on the 15 minute, which I do, I would take a longer trade. Not going to do it right now because I would rather catch it, but that's just something I do from time to time. I still like the setup on AUD CAD. CAD is a little stronger, which means ideally you should be looking for puts. And it's getting a little push down. So when in doubt, move on. Let's see what's going on with AUD USD. Okay, so AUD USD, if you understand charts, we're getting bearish momentum. That's why you see the C, but it's still pushing down. See how it's pushing down? Because that next level, remember the twins that I talked about. Here's the next level. That means there's a good chance that price is pushing down to meet that level. So some people cleared GBP Chef. Some people spiked out. This happens. That's why you trade with proper risk management. All right, AUD USD. That's one I would take though. The Morningstar, see that push up? Which one was that? AUD USD? 65%. Let me see how it's looking on the 15. See how I'm going back and forth? Sometimes I even do fibs on these smaller time frames. Let's go wick to wick. You already hit it 25. Still has some momentum. So I would potentially take this trade for 3 minutes. Cleared AUD USD. There you go. Good. What were your time frames? I'm just curious. Yep, 1 minute. That's what I thought. This is one of those times I would base it on the 15 minute. I still see it pushing up on the 3. So 3 plus 15, 18, split it. 5 to 10 minute trade. See that push up? Telling y'all, learn these strategies. It will enhance your trading. Megan, sometimes you can't roll over because you've let too much time elapse. If you've let too much time elapse, I mean, they'll cheat you, but they're not going to let you cheat them. If it's a 3 minute trade and you let 2.5 minutes elapse, you can't roll that over. Brandy explained the time. I think she said, I forget.
It's a quarter of the time.
There you go. Quarter of your time. So that AUD USD, if you would have taken that, you would have cleared. Let's look at Chef. Chef gave a C. Okay, 15. That's why I gave a C. It's respecting that. Oh, I wouldn't take that though. Let's see what else. EuroCAD. EuroCAD is in an uptrend. So on the 15 minute, it's setting up for a put. See this on the 15? In fact, I'm wondering why it hasn't given already. Clear everybody clear AUD USD. Good. On the 15 minute, EuroCAD is giving a potential put. I would respect the 15 over the 3 any day. And you can still get a push up on the 3 minute and still be within the 15 though. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? GBP CAD. Everybody clear? AUD USD good. GBP CAD may have a little bit more to go, but not forcing anything. All the GBPs are pushing up. Let's go back to the top. AUD NZD setting up for a potential put. See, if we'd have gotten in on that 15, that was perfect. Now let's see if we get a put. All right, that's still pushing up. It's forming a potential evening star. Not gonna sit and wait on it though. All the AUDs still pushing up. AUD JPY potential. Euro AUD potential call. Yep, that makes sense.
You mind if I share this, Doc?
So what?
Like, you mind, I can post this like right now? Can I post it?
Post what?
Our training right now. I got my MacBook. I'm on a training with you. I just want to post.
Malik, what are you talking about, bro? We've been on here an hour.
Now I just want to got my phone, my MacBook. I'm gonna post to Instagram.
Okay, Malik.
I had to get everything together. My bad. I'm sorry.
Euro AUD. Oh, we should get a C soon on Euro AUD. Let's see. Tico said Malik wants content. Oh boy. Do you agree with the statement, pull back, double up, and roll over? No, I don't. It's all case by case basis, bro. Double ups and rollovers come with experience and gut. That's the best thing I could say. You should get a C on this real soon. Unless something strange happens, like unless you get a drop, you should get a C on Euro AUD. Let me see the 15. Something like that. See how it's playing around? Euro Chef, you got it, but that wasn't the perfect setup. No need to force anything. Don't be in a rush to give your money away. AUD CAD setting up for a put. Let me see. If I get a P on AUD CAD, that's one I would take for a put. And it's a downtrend, so that would make sense. On the neck, there it is. AUD CAD, got the P. That's one I'm in. Let's see if it pans out. And it shot up. That's one I would, on the shoot up there, that's when I would do a tip like that for a shorter time period and hope. See how it's playing around? There's the spike down. That's why you do those shorter time periods. When it spikes up like that, put your tip in for a shorter time period, let it spike down, and hope it stays. See how it's spiking up, down, up, down, up, down. And there's the push down. There's a push up. There's a push up. Just spiked me almost out. Spike me out. Watch it drop though. There's the drop. Let's see what else is there. Ooh, AUD NZD. That's about to be a perfect setup. You have the evening star and you're about to get a put. Look at that. Took the dollar lessons on that. AUD NZD. There's the P. 3 put. That's a perfect setup. You have the every indicator pointing down and you get the P. There's your drop. Now let's hope it drops. Janet cleared literally by 1 second. This is a perfect setup. Evening star. Pointing down. Perfect setups don't mean you're going to win. It just means you have a higher probability of winning. If you took a 1 minute trade on this, if you haven't cleared, you should be about to clear. G Money clear AUD CAD. If you took 1 minute on AUD NZD, you should have cleared. Yep, AUD NZD clear. Clear. Anybody else clear? Clear. Good. Clear. The only way you will take a lesson on this is if you put in a call. One more. One more. That's the other thing about non-fixed time. Sometimes your time is longer than the time because it gives you time. I don't know what happens, but I'm super confident that that one will clear. Unless it gets a serious spike, but everybody else cleared. I took the 3 minutes. But now I've been spiked out like that. It's that low and it shoots all the way high. And see how I tried to spike up, but it cleared. All right, let's do one more. Everybody clear AUD NZD. Drop your records in the chat, please. Two and one, 7 and 2, 3 and 2, 2 and 1, 4 and 2, 2 and 2, 1 and 1. Anya, you must have been taking those 1 minute. 6 and 2, 2 and 1, 4 and 2, 1 and 1. 2 and 2, 4 and 1, 8 and 4. 101 actually hit target this morning. Two and 3. Vanessa, you must have been taking your own trades. Because I only called 3. Three and 0. Cool. Let's see if we can find one more. Euro GBP is setting up for a put. Brandy 4-1. Ooh, Euro USD is setting up for a nice call. That's almost perfect. Look at that long wick and then that blue. Now, almost perfect. Again, it could be the perfect setup and it still be a lesson. But I like that one. Each time frame is setting up for a call. Euro USD. If you get the C, that's one I would take. Linetti on the, yes, it is in the downtrend, so that would be a pullback call. The reason I would take that is because the Euro and the USD are about the same strength. Does that make sense? Cool. Euro USD. Let's see what else is setting up. GBP CAD. That was perfect. Look at that morning star. Then you got the C. That was perfect. Euro GBP is was a perfect call on the put. Look at that. Yep.
So for like the Euro GBP, sometimes both indicators aren't all the way above or below, or sometimes if they're one of them's below and then it starts moving up into like your purple or the middle zone. Does that matter, or like how do you determine?
There's the C on Euro. So let's say one is below and one is already in.
So like you just said Euro GBP, it had the sell, but the bottom one was still in like the zone.
Oh, I wouldn't take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it.
So that was like other indicators that you use, not necessarily the strategy.
Right. Like for me, if I'm doing the strategy to the T, I'm waiting for everything to line up. For put, I need both of these indicators to be above or turning down and two. For call, I need them both to be below and turning up, not already in. Make sense?
And then sometimes, like if they're both turning in or going out, sometimes one of them goes faster than the other one. Does that matter? And then
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think we missed one. Which one did we miss? Yeah, I didn't take that Euro USD because I saw price action. That's something else you have to look at. These aren't turning up yet. They're under, but they aren't turning up. I need them to be turning up. We got 5 more minutes. If we don't get one within that 5 minutes, then we are done. Let's see it. Yeah, Euro USD. Come back in a minute. You trade USD second at your own risk. It does not respect anything. It does what it wants to do. Look, there's something else I pay attention to. See how you had the P and it's still pushing up and these are still up? If I was to get a red spike down and these turn down, I would take that. It's not the strategy to the T, but that's one I would take. Euro USD, we said we would come back. USD chef is gone. USD CAD would have to push down for me to consider that, which I don't like that because it hadn't reached this level of resistance yet. So in the next 3 minutes, if you got the push down on the 15, I would definitely take that for 3 minutes. Because you already have the P on the 3, but it's pushing up. So I will go to the 15. See these twins again that hadn't reached that level. I needed to reach that level before I would get into that. 3 minutes. When you see the market going against the strategy, that is your clue to leave it alone. AUD has been doing that all week. Let the market have it. Some days you just got to know when to fold them. Don't be in a rush to lose money. Number 1 rule of trading, preserve your capital. See how you got the C and it's still pushing down? That's one of those times you let the market have it. Now, if it forms a morning star, which means you get a blue candle pushing up, and you still have the C and these turn up, then that's potentially one to take, like it is now. if you get a blue candle on the next one, that's one potentially I would take. There you go. I would need that next candle to be a blue candle. So on Euro USD, see how it's spiking? See what happens on that next candle. See how it's spiking? Whenever it has those spikes, I hit the bottom. Very small though. Fake out. Fake out. See that? Clear, and then let put one on top. See what I just did? These spikes, it's what you call trapping price. These are $1. That's on that Euro USD you just saw. It's spiking. So watch this. These two just cleared 3 trades in 2 minutes. And there you go. There's your, remember I said if you get that blue candle with the C, that's a trade I would take. All right, 9:30. So that's enough. Hope you all learned something. Romeo, clear. Hope you all learned something. Hope you all had some fun. Anybody have any questions before we exit? Cool. Appreciate you guys as always. 7-3. Nice. Nice. All right. I'll see you all. I know Deborah has a session tomorrow. Brandy has a session Thursday. And I'll see you all on those sessions. Y'all have a good night.